Welcome to Duke's United show, and it's match preview time once again. And we have Aston Villa tomorrow in the Carabao Cup. We have to get revenge on the last game on Sunday, the league game. Obviously, it mattered more there. But again, we have to put things right this week. We have to put it right tomorrow. I got my tickets, but I'm giving them to my son. He's just turned 17 and he wants to go, of course. And I'm going to give him to him, let him and his friends go. And I'll be here in the studio.
When was his birthday then? Just recently, was it?
4th of November.
Happy birthday, son. So yeah, that's a good present, mate. Isn't it, going to watch us get beat up by Aston Villa? What sort of gift is that, mate?
We're gonna win, mate. We're gonna win. And you guys in the comments, make sure you put in whatever we're talking about. Make sure you put in your opinions as well. We'll definitely read them all out. And yeah, it's a mad one because they schooled us. They absolutely schooled us on Sunday, and they were the superior team. I noticed it from minute one. When they were on the ball, they were popping it around, they were slowing it down, and I was thinking, uh-oh. Then they invited us on them. Then they popped it around us, and I was like, uh-oh. They looking good. Like, what's going on? Why are they looking this good? And I was thinking, we better start well. When we get the ball, we better start doing bits. And to be fair, they were all over the place. Bad dad. I give him my tickets. That's what giving him my tickets. Come on. That's him and his friend could go watch the game. He's gonna love it. We're gonna beat them tomorrow as well. So all good. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's like we got schooled. I don't think Villa are a bottom team anyway. So a lot of people were saying, "Oh, we got beat by a bottom team." But seriously, you look at their players. They got some players, mate. They got players that I would have in my team. Seriously. So I like Ollie Watkins a lot. My attacking team myself. I'd actually rather him than anyone else, to be fair. Anyone in England, I'd rather have him number one for me. I just like what he has about his game, and I think it would suit us a lot better. We need to play a full team. What do you think about that, Gar?
We'll get into the teams in a minute, but I actually disagree for once, real Harry, man. We're usually on the same wavelength, but no, I'm not going for a weakened team, but I definitely think some boys need some rests. So I took a couple of the key players out. I didn't realise Dallo was suspended either. So
he isn't, is he?
He's not.
He's not until he can play in this game, I think, but he can't play on Sunday, the same as Bruno, right?
No, Bruno's one game, so that's over. The Bruno one, so he's back for tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm lying. Yeah,
you already missed that.
Yeah, I thought Dallo. Well, anyway, even if Dallo was available tomorrow, I'd still have Wan-Bissaka in.
Yeah.
I'd still have Wan-Bissaka in. So
don't
really matter.
I hope I don't see you up front again, lad.
No, yeah. We're in trouble. We're in trouble if you are.
Oh, don't want to see Rashford on that right ever again.
No.
Please don't do it.
No, yeah, I watched. When I was watching your post-match, Nathan, I was thinking then, like, I was literally typing it in, and you got almost like straight onto Rashford on the right. I was like, well, I don't need to say anything then, do I? There you go. Everything's been said here, mate. So yeah, it's weird because, I mean, I was a winger myself, and I could play left or right wing. Like, it wasn't like my game didn't. I mean, I obviously wasn't that good, but my game didn't change. Yeah. But it does feel like some players, they really do only have one wing they can play on. Man,
seriously, Robin can't play left wing, by the way.
Yeah.
Robin,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and watch him. He does some skills with a YouTuber here off the right, and he does it all nice, easy. Then he goes on the left side, and he can't do it. It's so funny. It's like he loses all his skills. Harry says maybe play McFred. I don't want to see McFred together again ever. To be fair, I don't think.
Yeah, not together.
Yeah, invention for them both to play. Yeah. We'll just lose the ability to control games if we have them two playing. Maybe you know what?
Not to start.
Yeah, here's the thing though, Garf. We do have a new manager who's telling them exactly where to move and where to be and where the other players need to be options. So, to be fair, before Casemiro came in, pre-season was McTominay and Fred, and they were playing some good stuff. So, I can't really kill them off yet. It just made me think again. I'm not.
No, they're not dead, but
yeah. The old Fred. Yeah,
they're exactly where they should be, man. Where I want them to be, which is quality squad rotation players. Yeah. And it's what I'm saying. Like, hopefully, like we can play McFred because we're 2-0 up at half time, and then like they can come on and see the game. This is what I'm talking about. Tiredness. We haven't been at that position at any game this season where we can play a guy on that show. We can play. Yeah. We can give Donny van der Beek 15 minutes to get his legs underneath him again. You know, I mean, we haven't done that all season, man. So yeah. Yeah, same here, to be fair, mate. Same here. So.
Yeah, exactly. But look, it's a tough one. We do know it's going to be another tough one. These guys are going to be no joke. I know, you know, the manager, he don't mess about with the way he plays. He goes at it every game. He goes for you, goes for the throat. So let's just take another look at, you know, what they've been playing, how they've been playing. As we saw, Ollie Watkins did play, Leon Bailey played, he ripped us up. Danny Ings was the one to sit out, and they brought in that Silva. Was it Silva? Is it? I can't remember his first name, but Silva came in. So I remember Bendia was playing. But again, that was a strong side. Ashley Young didn't even start. He came off the bench. And this was the team pretty much. So, yeah, just remember, Ollie Watkins is on fire. Leon Bailey was totally on fire. Danny Ings came on. I expect Danny Ings to start this game. He's a live wire as well. We got to make sure. Villy Van Persie Beek says, keep Donny in the side. I would say the same. I would, but a lot of people just hating on him and already thinking that he should have.
No, not hating. I don't want to see. The problem is you can ruin a man by doing this. Is what I'm worried about. He hasn't got the fitness, so it's a 30-minute job for the next 2 games for Donny van der Beek for me. Like you could see it all through that game. Also, I'm just going to say, I don't think Villa are coming with the same energy tomorrow. They had the new manager bounce. They capitalised on goals that were mistakes that won't happen again. Hopefully, you know, I know it's a 3-1 defeat, but. You know, like, it's one of them. Like, and if we do play as badly again tomorrow as we did on Sunday, then questions need to be asked about what's happening because we can't stall like this, man. Not with everyone, not with Newcastle's, not with the Spurs. So, like, everyone around us is going to start taking us.
They're playing away from us.
Newcastle, yeah, man. Yeah, Newcastle, definitely. I couldn't believe it, bruv.
Oh, mate. I don't know. But look, for me, with the Donny situation, look, I've said it before. I'll say it again now. We didn't even play good football. And what you found is everybody was in a line up front. Nobody's moving. Nothing he could do ever in his life. If Bruno's playing there, anyone's playing there, when I'm watching that football, I'm trying to think, where can Donny move? Where can he move? And whenever he did get the ball, he put a nice ball over to the side. Link-up play was okay, but there was never anything he could do. So I'm not blaming him at all. I want to blame him when the chances come to move the ball and he can't move the ball. Like when we see a Fred losing the ball, giving it away. If he's doing that, then he's a flop. But right now, I'm telling you now, I can't see any flop there in the last game. He was quiet because there was nothing happening. Cristiano's quiet because we didn't supply him. Lots of players were quiet. Garnacho was quiet because we didn't give him the ball early enough to go at his man. Rashford quiet because he's on the right, number 1. But number 2, we don't give him the ball early. So all these players that we want to do well, they can't do well unless I've always heard this saying, we're only as good as our supply. Sometimes you are. Once you get your supply, then it's down to them. Then you can say you played crap. And that's what I'm saying about Donny. So I see it a different way. I know a lot of people don't. And I'm just going to have to stick with what I believe and then wait and see. Because I believe he's got the talent and you don't lose that. So
yeah, no. Just to clarify, man, I'm on the same page as you talent-wise. I think he's going to be a real asset to our team. Yeah. I just don't think he is match fit at the moment to be playing in games where we need an extra spark. But listen, I'm just talking like the Casemiro role way into the team. Couple of games for 30 minutes. I mean, let's face it, Bruno wasn't suspended. He wouldn't have been playing against Villa. Yeah. And so that's put him back a little bit, I think. And just a couple more games, 30 minutes, then a 60-minute. And then we're looking at the man that I think long-term replaces Eriksen. Because I don't think we're getting to John.
That's what I was thinking, Garf. Exactly what I was thinking.
And like Donny van der Beek's still only like 24, 25. You know what I mean? Like that's the long-term replacement right there. He's got the ball, he's got the passing, he's got everything you're talking about, Nathan. You know what I'm saying? So that's but at the moment for me, he just drops out of the team because of fitness. That is it. There's no, I'm not. I didn't realise. I haven't really been on Twitter the last couple of days. I didn't realise people were digging him out again already. He's had one comeback game.
He's done it. He's a flop. I don't want to see him play ever again. He was crap. He was a 0. I'm like, oh my goodness me. When you lose, and the team and the players don't really do anything, it's mad. It's like he made this. They're talking like he made plenty of mistakes and stuff. Like he's giving the ball away everywhere. One thing is for sure, he's not as good defensively. If you get what I mean, as Eriksen, he's not going to stop his man as well. I think he's not as good at that. But he is good on the ball. So that's the difference. I think he does need to get better at that. And we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, we got Donny will come good. He needs game time. Exactly, Villy Van Persie Beek. make it hard for me to say your name. Yeah, I don't never want to see it, McTominay and Fred again. I think they did all right in pre-season. So if you talk,
absolutely. I just don't want to see them starting important games. That's what I don't want to see, because I don't want to see them as our first option. Because they're both, McTominay will be an absolutely outstanding 25 to 30 game a season, man. Coming off, getting 30 minutes, 25 minutes, a closer. You know what I mean? With the legs tied on the pitch, because he's got energy for days. So really disrupt that midfield. And as we've seen, he's actually good for a goal as well. So you can throw him in. You can throw him in the last 10 minutes and hope maybe he'll do something. So,
He could even play with Casemiro, by the way, McTominay.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Further forward and try and do bits. I'm not sure. I'd like to see how it looks, because he's done really well against the Leeds teams and stuff like that. And against Burnley that day, I remember he played really well last season against Burnley, kind of being more licensed to go forward. So we'll see. But I've got a little thought in my mind about this game. We'll have a look at your side first. And then just talk us through it while it's up, and then I'll bring it down. So, Garf, your team is up here. This is your team for the game, with the manager in the middle, big Garf there.
Listen, I'm changing both fullbacks. I'm giving Shaw, and even if Dalot isn't suspended, a rest. So AWB comes in, and Madsir goes on down to Lindelof. Martinez in the centre. No, I'm not playing Maguire, and Martinez can keep going, I think. So Harrison, Tom in the centre, exactly the same. Casemiro getting a rest, just giving him a rest with Bruno. Bruno's only going to play 60, hopefully 55, and then Van der Beek comes on for him. And then, because from what I understand, Garnacho can't play right, and Rashford can't either. So Elanga starts on the right, Rashford on the left, Martial through the centre. Garnacho off the bench. At the moment, it looks like it ain't working. You know what I mean? So, pretty simple one for me this week.
Okay, why do you think? Why did you think that Garnacho can't play on the right? Do you think he's not got the ability? Because he looks like he's a jinker. He can come in and he can go down the line, and he can cross with the left and the right. He can shoot with the left. He scored with the left. I think he's more chance to be able to play on the right than the Rashford. I don't know why he. Obviously,
no, I agree with you there. I just think it's one of these things where he's more comfortable on the. This is what I'm saying about these wingers. Like for me, a winger's a winger. You play right or left. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you play left wing and you've got no left foot, you just cut back in on your right, and vice versa. Like Anthony does on the right wing. He's got no right foot. He cuts back in onto his left. I think. Yeah. But from what I've read about Garnacho, he prefers the left. So just to start with, because he's had a few games, give Elanga the first half. It's the League Cup as well. So give Elanga the first half, give Rashford the first half, whichever one is not performing. I wouldn't mind seeing Palestri as well, Nath, to be quite honest.
That's what I mean. I was thinking about all these players. And I had one thought about my team, and I've changed it up a little bit just before the show as well, because I was having a little think. But King Eric loves your team, Garf. So,
sorry.
Players don't improve sitting on a bench. And Scotty and Fred wouldn't get in any top 6 team. That's totally true. Let me go to my team and.
I don't know. I can see Scott McTominay getting into Conte's team. He likes a player like that, don't he? So...
Martinez needs a rest, but sadly we have nobody to replace him.
Yeah, I'm not playing Maguire and Lindelof. I'm not playing them. So I'm just not doing that.
I'm telling you what I think Eric Ten Hag would pick. Not
right.
Yeah, this is what I think Eric Ten Hag will pick tomorrow. I was trying to I'm still trying to work him out, but he's hard work. But again, this is the only game where players can change. Players are going to need to be able to be brought in. Carabao Cup, the only game where you're going to get to see some of these boys. So take a look. Aaron Wan-Bissaka comes in at right back because he needs some legs, especially if Dalot's going to be out next game. We need him to get his legs right now. So I want to see him get his chance and see what he can do. We know.
Plus, he'll be one with Bally as well, won't he? So Leon Bailey. So you want to see him going up against him.
Stop him all day long. I would have no problems with him stopping up anybody, as we know. Maguire, I think he'll bring him back. He really wants him to do well. So I think he'll bring him back because he don't want to play him on the league game. I think he'll rest Lindelof and get him ready. Martinez has to be ever present. As you can see, Dubravka's come in because if he's ever going to play in any game, if it's not today, it's not the all season. He's not going to play. So, saying, look, he's got to play today. Otherwise, listen, I want to cancel my loan because I ain't playing it ever. Malacia comes in for Shaw. As we know, when Shaw doesn't do well, Malacia comes in. And when Malacia doesn't do well, Shaw comes in. So I expect Malacia to come in. And if he has a good game,
100%,
spot. Yeah. Then you've got I want to see Zidane come in. And then I'm thinking, if Zidane comes in, I can't have him really playing with McTominay. So I've got to have a player who's experienced enough and the team's in a settled enough way that Zidane can come in nicely and not be struggling in the team. So I thought you have to put a Casemiro with him if he's going to come in. And I want to see the alternative to an Eriksen. So if Zidane can come in this game and do his job and look good, I'll be loving to see what he can do here. And I think he could relish this position playing alongside Casemiro. I see Bruno coming straight back in. He plays every game and we know what he's all about. He's the heart of the team now. He's a captain. He's got to play. And we don't want to lose Rashford from being on the form that he's been on. Apart from playing on the right, we need him to be on form and continue what he's been doing. And we all know he plays even better when he's with that man up front, Martial. So I want to see Martial start, get some more minutes under his belt, come off after 60 minutes, get Cristiano on. Hopefully he can do something towards the end. And if Sancho is back, I know it's touch and go with them, but it's touch and go with Sancho. But I want to see him on the right. Anthony's out, and there's no one else that really is good enough, like that you can really think, he'll do a job. And remember, that's the front three we've been looking at pre-season. Yeah. This is his chance. If Sancho is back, this is his chance to have them free. And I like that team. I really do like that team.
I should have caveated my front three with saying if Sancho's back, then all day Sancho gets in front of Elanga. That was a while ago, but I just don't think he's back. I hope he is, though, because that's exactly what I want to see. Martial, Sancho, and Rashford for, since what I'm saying, for 60 minutes. Of course he does, to be fair, King Eric. If that's true, of course he does. He's a starlet for Uruguay, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's already played in their national team and everything, so, and he's getting no minutes. The Duke can play anywhere, mate. The Duke can play anywhere.
I love it in there. 12th man land with yes. Bruno, Martinez, Casemiro must play. Yeah, the spine got to be there. I'm sure Villa will come with a full-strength team. Man is winning this game, I'm telling you. Who's the Facebook user? Tell me. So,
Nate, let me ask you, do you think there's any chance? Because I was thinking is that Martinez gets a rest and he does play Maguire and Lindelof. I can see that tomorrow. Can you see this happening?
Last season settings, man. I don't want to see them two at the back again, because it's like they both need some kind of help, someone who's going to spearhead that defense. And we know Martinez now, he's that main man. Like, even on the game, he had a little bit of trouble in the game on Sunday, but he showed his colors, man. He showed he's there he means business no matter what. He's like, I don't care. I'm smashing you guys. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to do. He did everything he needed to do. Again, he's going to get paced by Bailey, because Lindelof vacated his space, and then he's now chasing a Bailey. He's never going to get there. Other than that, he did amazing. I think he done very, very well. That's why he got my man of the match. He got 7, but look, he did everything. Villa have to play, nothing to play for. They will be looking at going a long way in the cup competition. Yeah, I think we need to. We need to.
Same here. Yeah.
And we need to.
Emery is a cup expert as well, isn't he? I'll do nice. He's won, what is it, like 3? Is it 4 UEFA Cups? 3 with Sevilla, 1 with Villarreal, I think, in it. So he's a cup man. Yeah.
And he knows how to play his stuff. He knows how to set up his teams, and they're going to be difficult to break down.
Tough game.
Ball off, everything, mate.
Yeah. But we're at a stage, Man United, everyone's got to remember that. Man United are at a stage now where every Premier League game is a tough game for us, no matter who we're playing.
Yeah.
Every Europa League, because we're a team in transition. If we don't have our full first team all firing, we look sloppy and sluggish. You know, like I hope the people who are against Bruno sees exactly what he brings to this team from what happened on Sunday, where we have no energy in that transition between midfield and attack. And that's what I mean about Donny. He just needs to get his legs under him. That's what I'm saying. Like, people are digging Donny out because you're missing Bruno, but he's a different player. Like, he isn't going to do that. You're not going to find Donny like right mid picking up a ball. Like, he just isn't going to be that player. So when we play Donny van der Beek, we need to find someone that can take over. That's why it might be like wise to play a Fred with a Donny van der Beek, because Fred can be, if Fred could pass, he finds himself in those positions.
Yeah, but, the hard bit is you need someone who's really going to be a rock defensively to play with. And I could see him playing with McTominay or Casemiro. I don't mind.
Or McTominay,
I'd love to see Donny in there. Like, if Zidane don't play, I want to see Donny in there with Casemiro, or even McTominay and Donny. I just want to see him because I think he's got enough to. This is where you got to see whether he can play when the others are out. Like, you don't want to throw him in the deep end when the others are out and go, can you really do it? you know. And then the one game he's got, and then he might have a bad game, and then you're like, oh, he's rubbish, he's a flop. Players are not like, they're not robots, man. I was saying before, players are not robots. They can't just come in out of the cold and play like they've been playing week in, week out. You just can't. He's been injured for so long as well. He comes back first game, and everyone's like, oh, he's a flop, he's this. We lost the game, yeah? But don't really bring his performance even lower. That's nonsense. So,
No, yeah.
you know what I mean? It's just taking the mick, to be fair. You know, okay, he had a quiet game, no problem. But that's it. Quiet game.
Yeah, the whole team had a quiet game. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he was nowhere near the top of the list of suspects for who was worst man on the pitch. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I know, Larry.
I won't lie, Larry. It's the League Cup. I think this is the one competition where you can be like, if you get knocked out, we get knocked out. You know what I mean? Try a few new things, give some players some minutes. I'd love us to win it. Pep, obviously, he built his success with Man City on winning this competition. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mourinho said the same thing. This is what gets your season going. But I wouldn't be devastated like I would be with the Europa League. I don't know about yourself, Dave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But look, you've gone with your prediction.
Yeah.
Talk me through your prediction. Then you've got
tight game. I'm going 2-1 Man United, and I reckon we go 1-0 down, and then Martial is going to assist Rashford for the equaliser, and then he's going to score the winner on the 70th minute. I'll give him the full mystic Garf there, mate. That's what's going down here. The full. It's going to be a tight game. Yeah, it's going to be a tight, tough game. Obviously, we saw it. But I do think at home as well, at the Theatre of Dreams, we've got enough to get ourselves over the line. See a 2-1, Rashford and Martial.
Billy Pambersi Beak said, United fans need to get Donny Cam and watch him the whole game. You definitely do. That's what I do when I'm watching games. I'm actually looking at it because I believe in him so much. I'm watching him to go, let's see if you have a good game. And I'm looking at everything he's doing, and I'm like, yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good. Okay, the game's gone by 20 minutes. Not really you got on the ball because there's no one playing the ball. And we're playing all slow. And I'm like, why are we playing so slow for? And then crossing balls in from so deep. I'm like, what are we playing at? Who do you expect to score goals from those kind of crosses where everybody's sat in position? Never gonna happen. That's why Cristiano's not his fault, but we think that he's completely finished. But he ain't. He ain't completely finished. Yes, we can't play to his strengths. We haven't got the ability to play to his strengths. I think Eric says 3-2. Really says
again, like I said on the morning roundup about Ronaldo, he just doesn't fit the system, and there's no disrespect to the man himself.
Yeah.
But Ten Hag's got a style and the way he wants to play. Ronaldo at 38 isn't going to change the way he plays to fit the system. If Ronaldo was at Man City, he may not get as many as Haaland, but he's definitely on double figures already this season. 100%. Because he's getting the supply and the service, just like Haaland is.
So similar, because if you look at the goals he's got, pacey ones, where I think he'll get himself in between them goals. Yeah, I think he'll score all of the headers that come his way. So, to be fair, he'll be very dangerous if he was there. Extra time in for United. So we're all going for wins and a tight win as well. Wow. You know what I've gone for, Garf?
What we got from you, Nathan?
Exactly the same as you, but I've got two different players scoring. I've got Martial and Bruno this time because I think Bruno, it's time for him to really start bagging. And I think tomorrow he's got to get one of them. If he's going to keep scoring, he's got to score sometime. And that game there is open for him to bang a goal. And Martial, we know we need him, and he'll be a difference maker to our team being able to. Let's hope so. Yeah. Because this is the difference. Cristiano's sitting in there, they can just sit there and go, all right, do what you want. And then they just chill with the ball. Now, try and come and attack us, and then we get Martial on the ball, Rashford on his normal side, Sancho on his normal side. I'm calling Sancho the right sider. I don't care. He's not a left sider.
Yeah, no, yeah. But that's what I want to see, Nath, because it's the pace. Be it Sancho, be it Garnacho, be it Elanga, be it Rashford, be it Anthony. That's what I want to see our wingers just with Martial going through. So that's why I'm more and more liking the Victor Osimhen that you were talking about as our key man coming in. Not Felix, as much as I respect Felix, not Harry Kane. Yeah. Osimhen, just for that pace, because it will complement that lightning break attack that we've got so well. He's got a decent pass on him. But anyway, so that's
that's what we need. You need to have three-pronged, pacey attack. You can't afford to have, especially the way we play. Like, if Harry Kane comes in here, okay, the chances we were creating a few weeks ago, that's fine. But when you look at us, we're not fluid in creating chances. Like, you don't see balls. You don't look at Dalot and go, he's going to continue playing balls in. Look, someone up front's going to love his balls. Then you don't look at Shaw and go, he's doing the loads of those crosses. You don't look at Anthony and go, he supplies his striker. And then you don't look at Rashford either and going, he's always going to find his man. So who have we really got in that whole team apart from Ericsson from a bit inverted, crossing a ball in, or Casemiro putting a ball in, or Bruno putting a ball in? We got no one else. We actually don't play nice and fluid. Oh man, you know what? I was looking at Arsenal and I was thinking,
no.
I know it's annoying, but look, I was looking at the way they moved the ball and got to like Saka, and then he's now jinking running at the man. I'm like, why can't we do that with Anthony? Why can't we do that with Rashford? We need to be able to get that going. So,
but like I said, because a lot of my boys are fans, like I say, man, that's a 4-year project. This is what we got to be looking at. Hopefully, we do it in less time than Arsenal did it.
Yeah, we will.
But this is the culmination of Arteta coming in 3.5 years ago and really working this team to what he wants, getting rid of the bad eggs that he didn't want. Wrong way to put it. Getting rid of the players that didn't work in his team.
Yeah,
like getting players in that he wants. There was missteps along the way there as well. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was Arteta, but whoever signed Pepe can't be well happy with that signing. You know what I mean? 70.
Yeah.
So it just ain't worked out, man. It just ain't worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Man United fans need to be patient with Ten Hag. Remember, Arsenal came 8th and 8th the first 2 seasons under Arteta. So we just got to be ready for a season or 2 seasons of mediocrity almost. But I can see the signs then. Like I keep saying to you, we're close, man. I think we're close.
You know, we're missing a striker. A clear thing. We're missing a striker. Arsenal are becoming a finished article. They really are.
They really are, man.
And we're behind them at the minute, but we're not far behind them. We're close. We're getting closer. We just need to get that squad now, and we need to get that first team striker. If it's not going to be Martial staying fit, we need to get that first team striker.
I think we need one. Even if Martial is staying fit, we need one.
We need an Osimhen who's in front of him, and then Martial comes on for him.
Yeah,
that is tremendous. Like, you can't ask for more than that. To be fair, I'd love to see that. That would be great for me. So, King Eric hates Arsenal. Oh, yeah, I don't like. You know what? I'm not. Can I say that on this show?
I respect Arsenal, man. I'm not an Arsenal hater. I used to love some of their players, man. Yeah.
You know what? I always only watch Man United, but the times when Van Persie and Henry, them boys were playing,
man,
they were my second team to watch. I always like watching their tiki.
I won't go that far.
Football. No, but I like to watch their.
No, you're same it, man.
Plays great football, man. Yeah. And I was like, you guys are crazy wanting him out. You know, absolutely mad.
Madness.
Madness. When you get a new manager, I don't think so. So they took years to get.
Even before then, man. Even before then, the Overmars and Petit days, I used to love it. Them players as well, man. Bergkamp's one of my favourite players of all time. Exactly. Henry, for pound, is the best player to ever grace the Premier League, in my opinion. Yeah. Ronaldo hasn't been here long enough. You know what I mean? Like, Henry done it time and time again.
Yeah.
So
unbelievable. But look, the game is tomorrow. The game kicks off at 8, finishes at 10, and the match reaction is at 10:15. As you know, we're always 15 minutes after. Give us a bit of time to gather our thoughts, get the stuff sorted, get you some visuals sorted as well.
I was going to say, 15 minutes getting the thumbnail sorted. That's what
and gather our thoughts as well. Sometimes think about these things before you go crazy off the handle at someone. You're depressing me mad. Sorry, Totty Tahai. What are you depressing me about Arsenal being...
Talking about Arsenal, yeah.
It's just the reality, isn't it? We need to catch up to them boys, and then we'll be all right. So simple as that.
It shouldn't be depressing. It should be the marker for where we want to go. You know what I mean? It didn't take them long to turn it around, so it shouldn't take us. We're a much bigger club with much better resources than Arsenal. So cheers,
guys. Thanks a lot, Totty Tahai. If obviously, make sure you hit the like button, guys, and subscribe if you're new. And look. We will see you guys 10:15. Let me get that comment off when that closes. It always kills. But yeah, I think we're going to have a good win. It'll be nice to go into the weekend playing. Who we got Sunday anyway?
Fulham.
That's a tough game, by the way. We're going to
away as well, I think, man. Yeah, away as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be Saturday, won't it? We'll do our pre-match on Saturday for that one. So after the presser.
Yeah, 5 o'clock or something like that. We'll get something. So yeah, guys. Look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at 10:15. Hopefully with a win. Garf, thank you very much for coming on.
Pleasure.
Comments, thank you very much for being involved. And we will see you again next time. Peace.